And then there were two undefeated teams left in the NBA. We're here to talk about one of them. I will give OKC their credit, of course, but we're here to talk about the Cleveland Cavaliers, who are currently 7-0 after last night's win against the Milwaukee Bucks. Top of the East right now. There's a lot of positive that I would like to go over. I have some clips that I wanna put in here. I got some stats here that I want to go over, but really want to highlight and give you my thoughts on how the Cavaliers are different from this season than they were last season. I think we all know the number one reason is Kenny Atkinson, obviously replacing JB Bickerstaff, who was now coaching the Detroit Pistons. But I thought it was an upgrade getting Kenny Atkinson over JB Bickerstaff. You saw how good Kenny Atkinson did with the Brooklyn Nets before he got fired. I'm glad that he got this second opportunity to coach because he can coach. You see a lot of stuff, specifically with their offense, that is really, really different from last year. So we're going to go over that. Before we start, though, of course, please don't forget, like, comment, subscribe, share this video to your friends. We have 24 subscribers. We gotta get the subscribers up. You know what I'm saying? We gotta get the subscribers up. So please, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. It would mean a lot to me. But let's get started. By the way, I'm watching the New York Giants play right now. I was gonna say before I started the video that they were disappointing me, but Daniel Jones just threw a touchdown. So you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be happy. I'm gonna be happy. It's 7-7 right now. Okay, this is the future version of me, and as I'm editing this video, the Giants are now losing. And so I take back everything I said. They disappoint me. I hate my life. I hate the Giants. They make me sick every single Sunday. I'm very annoyed right now. But yeah, if you see me looking down here, I'm watching the Giants game as I'm talking to you guys. You know what that's called? Multitasking. But anyway, I do have my notes here as well of the things that I wanted to point out. It's very early on in the season, so obviously take these with a little grain of salt. You don't want to overreact. You don't want to underreact too. You try to stay mellow in the middle. The Cleveland Cavaliers right now are second in offensive rating in the entire league. By the way, I got these stats from NBA.com/stats if you want to go look at these stats for yourself. Second in offensive rating. Their offense has looked really, really good. Main thing I want to point out, the drive and kick game for them has been spot on. I feel like last year, I know they were injured. Darius Garland had the jaw injury. Evan Mobley had, I think, a knee injury or whatnot. So there was a point in the season where it was just a lot of Donovan Mitchell and Jarrett Allen carrying the team, and they went through a stretch where there was like 18-2. But I think a lot of people were thinking Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell cannot play together. Evan Mobley and Jarrett Allen cannot play together. How can they have a good offense? They're going to be a good defense because Jarrett Allen is a great defender. Evan Mobley is a great defender. The two guards really aren't necessarily great defenders, but they do try on defense. I think Donovan Mitchell, I've seen him play better defense these 2 years in Cleveland than ever in the Utah Jazz days. Darius Garland as well. You see them trying. So the defense was never a problem. Is how can these guys work offensively? How can we get more out of Evan Mobley? And Evan Mobley, who we're gonna talk about, has been really, really good to start the season. But they're second in offense. A lot of driving and kicking, a lot of threes, a lot better shot quality, I think, is the overall takeaway that I take from these first 7 games for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Future version here. Deonte Banks just let Terry McLaurin score another damn touchdown. So now the Giants are down 21-7. You gonna do something, Banks? Can you do something, please? Oh my God, bro. Every time we keep putting him on number 1 receiver and he keeps getting killed. He's not like that. He's just not like that. Why are you getting cooked constantly? He's pissing me off. You understand me? I shouldn't be having these kinds of problems watching my favorite NFL team every Sunday. Yet year in and year out. By the way, listen, I know we weren't going to be good. That's not the problem. The problem is that it's the same stuff every year. Oh my gosh, like Brian Burns, Brian Burns was playing good in the second quarter. The front line was playing fine, the front 7. And then Deontay Banks, just with 11 seconds left, all you have to do is play good defense. It's like he don't know what he's doing. Why do you look lost? Oh my God. This is pissing me off, son. And they get the ball in the second half, the Commanders. Why do we have like -8 passing yards? How's that even a stat? I have a few clips that I'm going to insert here showing a couple driving kicks, getting a lot of paint touches. I always talk about this when I talk about Miami. Getting paint touches is how you can really, really get into your driving kick game. And you have players like Donovan Mitchell, even their backup point guard, Ty Jerome, just getting into the paint and then kicking out for three, kicking out for wide open threes. So the spacing and the pacing has been really well. They're 11th in pace. The past couple of years, they haven't been a really high-paced team. You see Kenny Atkinson has really, really instilled pushing the pace, pushing the ball off misses to get wide-open threes in the corner or above the break. So here's a couple clips to highlight that. You see here in this clip, Garland gets Coro on the roll, who finds Mobley on the baseline. Wide open in the corner is Donovan Mitchell. And this is what I mean when I say driving kick and getting open threes in the corner. You see here, just some easy offense for the Cavs. Evan Mobley off the fast break to Darius Garland in the corner. Too easy. So here in this upcoming clip, just another easy basket in transition. Darius Garland gets a wide open three from Karis LeVert. Just easy offense. They're playing fast. They're playing free. They are tops in the league in mid-range. They're second, third, and in terms of percentages, of course, they're a second in mid-range percentage and third in non-restricted area paint mid-rangers. So everything outside the restricted area, but still in the paint, they're third in that. So they've been really efficient. I think that's the bottom line. They've been very, very efficient. You look at Donovan Mitchell, 24.4 points per game, 40% from three, 50% from the field. Overall, 50% from field is a career high. 40% from three is a career high. You look down at Darius Garland, averaging 18 and 6, shooting 49% from the field overall, 40% from three. Those are also career highs for him. Evan Mobley, 17.7 points per game, career high so far, shooting 41% for three, also career high, but only on 1.7 attempts per game. That is not a lot, but it is, it's something. If you can make, even at low volume, a good percentage three, you can at least keep the defense a little honest, right? And then averaging 13 shot attempts per game, which was also a career high. Then you got Jarrett Allen, who I feel like is a little forgotten. People were saying we got to get rid of Jarrett Allen so Evan Mobley could play center. Well, Jarrett Allen is averaging 15 points, 11 rebounds, and shooting 73% from the field, which is also a career high for him. Obviously, he's a guy who just is in the paint and dunks and layups and whatnot, but he's efficient at that. That's what you want. That's what you want from these four guys, their core four guys. Efficient offense. You look at Evan Mobley. Evan Mobley has been very, very aggressive. Sometimes, not even sometimes, but a lot of the times he passed. What is this? This is his 5th year, I think. You see, sometimes he wasn't as aggressive. You see, like, he has the talent to be very, very good. If he could just get to the basket and shoot a lot more threes. And you see, he has shot a lot more threes. Kenny Atkinson, I assure you, like, this is not a report or anything. I didn't see this, but I assure you, he has been in Evan Mobley's ear telling him to be more aggressive. They're giving him more ISOs. They're letting him cook a little bit more. He's driving to the basket. They're running offense through him, not through just Donovan Mitchell and Darius Garland, which I felt like they were basically doing a lot these past 2 seasons. Like having Darius Garland off the ball more and being able to be in the space in the corner and shoot threes. Donovan Mitchell as well. Like, it helps Evan Mobley because they have good spacing. That was the problem that past couple years. That's why they got Max Strus from Miami. They didn't have that much shooting. Now they have that much. They have shooting. Evan Mobley has a lot of space to work and now has the confidence to keep getting in the paint and keep cooking. I have a couple clips for that too. Let Evan Mobley cook, man. Ty Jerome gets him the ball in the paint. Then he uses his physicality and size to finish over Jonathan Isaac. Cavs fans, I know y'all love to see this, man. I mean, I guess the Bucks defense just sucks, but look at this easy paint touch for Donovan Mitchell get the floater, and then Darius Garland drives to the basket. Evan Mobley smart enough to cut because no one's paying attention to him. Who is this guy? Look at him. Size up. Franz Wagner, spin, get into the paint for a hook shot. Beautiful. Lastly, no need to make this a really long video, but you have them being also fourth in defense. Like I said, defense was never their issue for real, but if they could be top 10 in offense and top 10 in defense, teams like Boston last year were top 10 in offense and defense. Teams like OKC last year were top 10 in offense and defense. You have that's a very good recipe for success when you get to the playoffs. And do you have a guy who's really, really good in the playoffs? Donovan Mitchell. It has been a very good playoff performer. If they can keep this up, they probably might be an Eastern Conference Finals contender. The Milwaukee Bucks are 1-5. Milwaukee Bucks have won their first game and have lost 5 straight, including the one from last night where Donovan Mitchell hits a game winner. You have the New York Knicks, who they're 3-2 right now, so it's not like they've been bad or whatever, but they might have some bumps to go through early on in the season. Indiana has been a little disappointing. Paolo Banchero has, as you saw in some of the clips, was not on the floor because he has a torn oblique, so he might miss probably 2 months plus after Orlando got off to a really good start. If you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, who started off this so well, who have started so well, obviously you have the Boston Celtics, who are 6-1 now or 7-1. Like, you have the opportunity to be number 1 or number 2 in the conference with this really good start. Now, they have played not good teams. As I said, they played Orlando, who is a good team, but without Paolo Banchero, who's their best player, obviously. They played Washington. They played Toronto. I believe they played Detroit as well. So not very much high-level competition in terms of like playoff teams or title contenders. But you play who's in front of you. You gotta give credit. You gotta give credit to where credit is due. They've looked really, really good on both sides of the floor. The offense has really been the key thing for me that I've wanted to see how those core 4 guys, Mobley, Allen, Garland, and Mitchell, how those guys will fit together. They didn't make a lot of changes. Kenny Atkinson was their one change this past offseason, and it looks like it's working. So shout out to them. Can they keep this up? We'll definitely come back at some later point in the season to see how well they're doing when they get a good sample size of teams that are more playoff ready teams. If you're a Cavs fan, let me know down below what you think. How have you liked your team? Let me know. Even if you're not a Cavs fan, let me know down below what you think. What have you seen? Maybe I missed something. Let me know down below. But definitely, I want to get into OKC. Hopefully, by the time I make the OKC video, they don't lose, because I want to talk about the 2 undefeated teams. OKC has looked good. Obviously, I did say Denver has not looked as good. They did. I'm pretty sure they won their last game. I wish I remembered, but they would. Denver has not looked great. Their bench is their bench is disgusting. Obviously, Philadelphia hasn't been good, but they're missing their 2 best players. Obviously, I talked about the Bucks, who have been disappointing. I'll at least want to give credit to the Warriors. They're 5-1 without Steph Curry. They almost blew the lead last night to the Houston Rockets, but they won in overtime. But without Steph Curry, with that ankle injury, they've been 5-1. Their defense has been excellent. Buddy Hield has been fantastic off the bench. The guy can't miss a 3. As a team, honestly, they can't even miss a 3. They've been playing pretty good. Those are a couple teams throughout my next couple videos that we'll talk about. But until then, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Let's get these subscribers up, please. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace.